Today's the day. We're gonna win. We're gonna fight.
Notre Dame stops it. The Irish win the game.
We play together, we play for each other, and we play to win.
Inside Notre Dame Football with Brian Kelly is presented by TireRack.com and brought to you by Team Notre Dame members Coca-Cola, Sprint, Gatorade, and Under Armour. Inside Notre Dame Football is also sponsored by ATI Physical Therapy, Bank of America, Cadillac, CBTS, Xfinity, Meyer, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, Sirius XM Satellite Radio, and UPS.
We're proud of them. We're proud of the effort. We're proud of their heart, their character, their resolve. Yeah, we probably feel like we could have got a break here or there, but nobody's complaining. Nobody's pointing fingers. They're just playing hard, and it's going to serve them well in the future.
Irish head coach Brian Kelly after his team's heartbreaking loss to 24th-ranked Louisville on Senior Day. Hello again, Irish fans, and welcome to this week's edition of Inside Notre Dame Football with Brian Kelly. I'm Jack Nolan. The Irish have lost 4 of their last 5 games, with 3 of the losses coming down to the final minute, so effort is not a concern, but obviously there are numerous other areas that must improve both this season and next for the team to achieve the kind of success that is expected at Notre Dame.
You know, I don't know that there's one particular thing. I think we've moved the ball effectively against everybody in the country. I think we want to be cleaner in a lot of different areas, but overall, we're doing some good things on offense. And then having to play a bunch of young guys, so that's always a concern. But, you know, I think it's one of those things where if they play with great effort, that's all you can ask.
This is Phyllis. Phyllis is headed to a science conference, so she's not thinking about tires right now. But if she were, all she'd need to know is TireRack.com. She could use their reviews to find the perfect tires for her car and get them shipped to a local recommended installer. But Phyllis isn't thinking about tires. Phyllis is thinking, I'm not really sure, but it's probably important. TireRack.com. Find, deliver, install.
All across America, people are making the move to improve their TV and internet service by dropping satellite and switching to Xfinity.
Satellite was so frustrating. Bad customer service is one of my biggest pet peeves.
Comcast customer service has improved a lot over the last few years.
I love Xfinity On Demand because there's a lot more options for my kids to watch. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Martin, and we weren't happy with satellite, so we switched to Xfinity.
Join the move to improve and try us risk-free for 30 days. Get started with Xfinity TV for just $19.99 a month for a year. Call today.
Sweat. It says I was here. I worked here. It says I only have so much to give before I have to take. What I lose, I want to get back. Sweat says I earned this. Gatorade, created to help replace what you sweat out.
November is a very busy time for everyone involved in or interested in college athletics. Sunday afternoon, I had the pleasant duties of calling the Notre Dame Providence basketball game in the Hall of Fame tip-off tournament in Connecticut on the radio. So my Fighting Irish digital media colleague Ryan Camden was kind enough to conduct this week's interview with Coach Kelly. Their conversation begins with Notre Dame again starting the game strong with great field position on their first possession, thanks to Amir Carlisle's 29-yard kickoff return and then an ensuing personal foul penalty on Louisville to open the game.
We got a great kickoff return to start the game too, so good field position, nice throw and catch by Will Fuller, gets us in great field position, but we're unable to capitalize on a couple of plays and we've got to settle for 3 points.
Louisville answers with a big conversion on a third down that leads to a 12-yard touchdown run by Reggie Bonifant.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was disappointing. We got the ball outside our defense. You know, we were in one of our pressure looks where we were actually bluffing and they ran the football, got it outside our defense, and really should have been in a position where we got them off the field. But they converted and ran a zone read play on us where we should have been on it. We made a mistake in communication back there, and they score and take the lead.
On Louisville's next possession, your defense has the Cardinals in a 3rd and 16 situation. when Bonifin completes a 52-yard pass to Kai De La Cruz.
Yeah, another one. We're in cover 2. Middle linebacker supposed to close the middle of the field, and Niles just does not get enough depth, and they complete a long pass down the middle of the field. And again, the second consecutive third down that they complete where it really should have been off the field.
You answer that score with a 48-yard pass to Will Fuller that sets up another field goal.
But obviously, that one, wish Everett got his eyes on the corner a little bit quicker. He was looking for the backside dig, but if his eyes are on the corner, he gets the ball out quicker, and that's probably a touchdown. But again, it gets us an opportunity and good field position. And you know, you don't want to settle for field goals. Unfortunately, we have to, and make it a 14-6 game.
After that score, your defense forces a punt, but Louisville comes up with an interception that gives them the ball at the 11.
You know, it's one of those things where we've got to do a better job coaching Everett on that play. The corner was well inside, really eyeballing the outside throw, and they pick it. But our defense, for the first time in a few games, does a great job in sudden change. I thought that was a key stop for us, and we hold them to a field goal.
The Irish trailed 17-6 going into halftime after holding Louisville to just 3 points in the second quarter. Coach Kelly knew his team would have to make a statement coming out of the locker room at the start of the second half.
All we talked about was how important it was to make a statement. You know, today was about a statement. They had 2 quarters to define how people would see them. Are they a team that is full of character and heart, or are they going to lay down? And they certainly showed that they've got character and heart.
Before earning enough cash back from Bank of America to help pay for her kids' ice time. Before earning 1% cash back everywhere, every time. And 2% back at the grocery store. Even before she got 3% back on gas, all with no hoops to jump through. Katie used her Bank Americard Cash Rewards credit card to stay warm and toasty during the heat of competition. That's the comfort of rewarding connections. Apply online or at a Bank of America near you.
Gunnerman Group is a go.
Yes! Not just a startup, an upstart. Gotta get going.
Gotta be good.
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 Growth is the goal. How do we do that?
I talked to UPS. They'll help us out. New technology, smart advice. We focus on the business, and they take care of the logistics.
UPS.
Good going.
We get good. That's great.
Great. Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
I love logistics.
This is Bob. Bob's on a first date, so he's not thinking about where to buy his next set of tires. But if he were, all he'd need to know is TireRack.com. They stock over 1 million tires and can have yours shipped to a trusted, independent, recommended installer in as little as 1 business day. But Bob's not thinking about tires. Bob's thinking, should I tell her about that thing in her teeth? TireRack.com. Find, deliver, install.
The Irish set the tone quickly in the third quarter, holding Louisville to negative yards on their first drive and then quickly getting the Notre Dame offense in gear to eventually take the lead.
Kickoff coverage, which was outstanding, and then our defense in that first possession really set the tone, and you could feel some momentum coming back to our side.
Chris Brown follows that with a spectacular catch that sets up a touchdown.
Yeah, we ran disco bang on the backside, and the safety was kind of lurking, so Everett had to throw it over the top of the safety, which is kind of unusual. But Chris made a great catch up over the top, got us in great field position, and put us in a position that we could put some more points on the board.
That touchdown came on a 6-yard run by Folston.
Great run. They actually jumped into their pressure front. He did a great job of pressing it and then bouncing it and cutting it back. Great touchdown. Big run by Torian Folston.
Another 3-and-out by the defense, and Greg Bryant follows with Notre Dame's longest punt return of the year.
Great to see Greg Bryant get his hands on the ball. And you know what I liked about it is he went north and south, took the ball, stuck his foot in the ground, and really got it upfield. You know, brings it all the way down to the 3-yard line. Just a great effort on his part.
Golson hits Robinson on 3rd and goal for the go-ahead score.
Nice little rollout, nice throw, and Corey, with his long legs and long body, was able to fall into the end zone.
The Cardinals answer with a 21-yard touchdown pass to Devontae Parker.
We had done a great job on Parker all night. Cole Luke was matched up with him most of the night, and we didn't make the switch. Devin Butler was on him, and that's not the matchup we wanted. We wanted Cole Luke on him. We didn't make the switch. That was on us as coaches not getting that switch made, and they found him one-on-one, and it was a nice throw, nice catch.
After another Louisville score, you answer first with a terrific sideline catch by C.J. Procise for a gain of 21.
You know, really needed to get a score on the board right away after they had, come back from, having the lead. It was important that we got a response, and big play by C.J.
Golson escapes the rush, and Fuller grabs the tip pass in the end zone for the 28-yard touchdown.
We probably got a little lucky there, but Will Fuller's in the right place at the right time, and we get up, get a touchdown out of that one, and puts us right back in the ball game.
Golson then runs it in for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, we had a rollout called. They jumped into zone coverage, used his athletic ability, and were able to get the 2-point conversion, and we got a ball game.
Talk about the goal line stand by your defense that resulted in the missed Louisville field goal.
I thought that was huge for us defensively, that we really, forced them back. Huge play by Greg Martini where he comes up with the sack and pushes them back even further, and then we get the missed field goal and an opportunity to go down and win the football game.
Your offense then marches down the field and earns a chance to tie the game.
We ran the ball on 1st down, didn't get our tight end out and around on the wrap play. 2nd down, we got beat inside on a quarterback draw. And then on 3rd down, just goes right through CJ's hands, and we got to settle for a field goal. We got to make that field goal, and unfortunately, it's not enough, and we come up short.
There is your final score. Notre Dame loses 31-28 after jumping out to a 14-3 first quarter lead. Louisville is able to hold off another furious second half Irish comeback. Now, 3 of Notre Dame's 4 losses this season have been by a total of 10 points. Your final stats provided by UND.com show Notre Dame played a cleaner game this week, turning the ball over just once, but Louisville won most of the major statistical categories in addition to the final score. It's time now for this week's ATI Physical Therapy Strong and True Moment of the Week. You've already seen it. We're going to show it to you again. Greg Bryant's 61-yard punt return in the 3rd quarter that set up the go-ahead score for Notre Dame. The Notre Dame players never expected to lose 4 games this season, but they have never stopped working hard and learning each week in practice, and are convinced the team will turn things around sooner rather than later.
We're all just continuing to learn. Obviously it's not acceptable to lose, at any cost. There's no moral victory. Right now it's all about our rivalry next week. Finding a way, whatever it takes to get a victory.
We know we're a good team. We just got to play to our ability, really. Eliminate mistakes, eliminate big plays, and just play like we did in the beginning of the season. I feel like it's not that hard. So I know we'll get around. We have 2, 1, possibly 2 more games coming up. So I think we'll rise to the occasion.
You're gonna get hit in the face. There's no doubt about it. Every team faces adversity, and there's no doubt about that. Our team's facing adversity right now. So it's just how you respond and really come together. Coach Kelly has built a winning tradition here. And, it's hard to lose this many games, but the fact of the matter is he's built a winning tradition. So one thing he is good about, and all our coaches, is consistency. And we know we have to do what we have to do to win, next week.
Jalen Smith also paid a special tribute to the teammate who became the quarterback of this year's Irish defense before being lost to injury in the Navy game. Smith wore fellow linebacker Joe Schmidt's number 38 to honor Schmidt during senior day.
It was my decision all the way. I did it with Danny Spahn last year, and went through the whole process of asking him, making sure, that it was okay. And I asked Joe, and, took him a night to think about it. You know, he didn't want to bring all the attention, but eventually said yeah and cleared it with Coach Kelly, and it was a great feeling. You know, next year, be looking forward to having Joe literally out there with us, you know, in senior day.
Andrew Trombetti also decided to honor fellow defensive lineman Tony Springman by wearing Springman's number 69. Springman missed this season with lingering back issues after missing last season with a knee injury. Now, Notre Dame put together 3 touchdown drives in the game, so it's now time for us to look at Coach Kelly's pick for this week's TireRack.com Drive of the Game, a 3-play scoring drive on Notre Dame's first possession of the second half.
You know, the response in the third quarter, the first drive in the third quarter, where we needed to get a response right away, and I thought that you know, got us right back in the game and we got the momentum back.
The evolution of luxury continues. The next generation 2015 Escalade.
Sprint has done it again. First, there was the Sprint Family Share Pack. A family of 2, 4, or even 10 gets unlimited talk, text, and 20 gigabytes of data to share with the entire family for only $100 a month. That's double the high-speed data of AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. Double the data. And now check out Sprint's new unlimited plan. Individual lines of unlimited data, talk, and text at just $50 a month per line. Our lowest price ever. Enjoy either plan with iPhone 6 for $0 down. Sprint, it's the best value in wireless.
One of the most moving parts of Senior Day is the pregame introduction of each senior. Here's a look at some of the highlights of this year's Senior Salute ceremony with introductions by longtime stadium public address announcer Mike Collins. Now, this piece focuses on Irish seniors and graduate students who have exhausted their eligibility. You just saw one of the most valuable players on this team take the field for Senior Day, cornerback Cody Riggs. Riggs only wore the blue and gold for 1 year after transferring from Florida, where he graduated with his undergraduate degree, and he has been hampered by a foot injury in recent weeks, but Riggs has made a huge positive contribution for the Irish this year, earning him the opportunity to run this week's Inside Notre Dame Football 60-second drill. Favorite musical group or artist?
Wale.
Favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? I don't watch TV that much, probably SportsCenter.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Ice cream flavor? Oh, cookies and cream.
Favorite snack food?
Cheetos.
Get up early or sleep in?
Probably, depends on what day it is.
Best nickname on the team and who has it?
Best nickname on the team. Only nickname I can think of is Chris Brown, that's Breezy.
Funniest thing that's happened in practice so far?
Coach Kelly on the horse to Florida State's war chant.
Hardest player to tackle?
Hardest player to tackle? Probably Greg. Yeah.
Best singer on the team?
Everett.
Best dancer on the team?
Amir.
Best comedian on the team?
Jay.
Best comedian on the coaching staff?
On the coaching staff, Coach Van Gordon.
Best dresser on the team?
Best dresser, me.
Best thing about playing for Notre Dame?
The team. I have a lot of fun with the guys on the team.
Cody Ridge, you've completed the 60-second drill in Inside Notre Dame Football. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that pie. Be sure to sugar that.
At Meijer, we've got everything you need for the perfect Thanksgiving dinner.
Over here, yes.
All at low Meijer prices.
Hey, kids, we're gonna need Oh, they're here.
And that's better for everyone. Because when your money goes a little further, so can you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Come on in.
A financial institution is behind many of the milestones in your life. Pick one that sees you as more than just an account number. Own your dreams. Join a credit union today.
It's time now for this week's Ask Coach Kelly question presented by CBTS. This week's question comes from Matthew Ewell from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Matthew writes, Coach, most players have pregame rituals or routines. Do you have your own pregame rituals or routines?
I don't know that I have a ritual or a routine as much as, I like to, set the, the schedule on a piece of paper so I know all the little things that are going on prior to. I don't like to, be scrambling. So get there early, just get organized. I think that's probably the only thing. Nothing unusual, though.
If you would like to send in a question for Coach Kelly, all you have to do is log on to UND.com and click on Ask Coach Kelly in the rotating boxes in the middle of the main page. The Irish conclude their regular season schedule against their biggest rival, USC, Saturday afternoon at the Los Angeles Coliseum. Notre Dame has won the last two meetings in Los Angeles, but it will not be easy to make it three in a row. This year's 7-4 USC team will put up quite a fight. Quarterback Cody Kessler has utilized a talented and deep core of wide receivers to throw for more than 3,000 yards and 30 touchdowns this season. And the Trojans also have a solid rushing attack and a stingy defense in the red zone.
Obviously a very talented team. They're coming off of a disappointing loss as well. So you got two teams that are wanting to, finish the season on a victory. And, you throw all that out and you got two teams that have a great tradition and great rivalry and one that we're looking forward to.
And that will do it for this week's edition of Inside Notre Dame Football with Brian Kelly. We will, of course, have all the highlights of the renewal of one of the great rivalries in all of college football, Notre Dame's annual showdown with USC on next week's show. Until then, thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Irish. Inside Notre Dame Football with Brian Kelly has been presented by TireRack.com and brought to you by Team Notre Dame members Coca-Cola, Sprint, Gatorade, and Under Armour. Inside Notre Dame Football is also sponsored by ATI Physical Therapy, Bank of America, Cadillac, CBTS, Xfinity, Meijer, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, Sirius XM Satellite Radio, and UPS.